What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about BNC Bifrost. This one comes to us at the request of Miss Emma Bate. Emma, we're doing this one for you. I don't have my camera, you guys. I do have my camera. It's just having connectivity issues for some reason. It says I have full service, but I do not get the full service it says I have. So, without any more of that nonsense, looking at BNC USD here. If it would load, it's not loading, so that's okay. This is what I mean. I'm having poor connectivity issues. But the video should be fine. I'm going to check. Yeah, it looks fine. So, anyways, looking at this on KuCoin, BNC USDT on KuCoin, from the high that we had, let's go on the daily and just see if that is a certifiable high or if it was just first day madness. Looks like it was just first day madness, but you've got a certifiable high not too far away from there. So we're going to take this high into account and then bring it down to the low. Low. All right, which would be here. Yes. Okay, so now we'll go back out to the weekly. Looking at it here on the weekly, from high to low, you had a rejection off of your 0.69 area, right off the sweet spot, the white zone, the golden area. And then you came down, you found support on your 382, you broke that, you found support on your 236, now you're finding resistance on your 382, and you look like you do want to go up a little bit higher. I'm a little hesitant to say that because Bitcoin and some other cryptos look like they want to take a dump right now. I would think that this coin, what is it? Let's see, Bifrost, BNC. Yeah, low cap coin. I would think that something like this could flow along with Bitcoin and some other stuff, but it is such a low cap, it might do its own thing too. Overall, it does look somewhat bullish, but to be fair, if you take this low here and you kind of hug these lows here, have an ascending trend line, you can see you're breaking out of it actually right now, which isn't good to see. The RSI itself looks very neutral, I would say. You did just reject your 50. Neutral with the bearish tilt, but neutral, to be completely fair, on the weekly. On the daily, the RSI does look a little bit more bearish, I would say. Definitely a bearish looking posturing. With this, man, you might go straight down to your oversold zone, and you would definitely see a move that would take you back to like the bottom of this wedge that you have here, if not likely through it. Where do I think it's going to go in the immediate term? Maybe you go back to your 236 down there at about 15.2 cents. Maybe you come all the way down to 9 cents. It's hard to say. Let's see, from this low to this high, we'll get rid of the other fib real quick. I mean, maybe you just go down to 14 to 16.5 cents, somewhere, in this range. But I would think you do return somewhere toward the bottom of this, so maybe at this 6.9. You found resistance at this 6.9 from the overall high to low. Maybe you find support on this 6.9. Let's see. If you were to break through this white zone, I would think that you'd hold the 886 as support, if not the 786. So somewhere around 9.65 cents, which I think lines up with that 0.069. Yeah, they line up very well together. If not, then around 11.8 cents. So somewhere, if I had to guess right now, just on my automatic kind of assumptions with this, it does look like you're breaking out of this ascending move up. I would think that you hit the 11.8 cent to 9.65 cent area, somewhere in there. If I had to guess, probably closer to the 786, though it is completely possible you could go to the 886. I don't think you'd go lower than that. I do think your low is in, but as you're moving up here, you can see on the weekly, as you're moving up, you're getting decreasing volume, so that's not encouraging, right? Here's your low here, not a whole lot of volume. You're moving. You don't have a higher high here, but you do have more volume as you're like slowly moving up right here. Then you had a higher high here and less volume. That's not a good thing to see. So daily RSI looks like it's potentially bad. This is kind of a scary looking RSI. It could just drop right off a cliff and promote some immediate downside. The 4-hour RSI does look bearish as well. There's a lot confirming to the downside, I would say. Now, as far as upside, you were wondering if I think this thing can go all the way up to like $100 and something. Maybe. I mean, it's worth $4 million in market cap valuation right now. To do 100x from here, a 100x would put it at $19, so 1000x would put it at like $190 to do 1000x. And that would give it a $4 billion market cap. Is that possible? Sure. Is it deserving of that? I don't know. I don't know much about this. It literally came about in April of last year. So, you know, it caught the bear market, at least, you know, the tail end of it. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this thing. You know, I think that it does have the potential to set new all-time highs. Let's see, what's it? It's not, you know, not all of its supply is out. It does have a very limited supply, which is nice, whatever. Total value locked, huh? Capital deposited into platform in the form of loan, collateral, or liquidity trading pool. Okay. Interesting. I wanna know more. I'm not gonna look it up on this video, but I do think that it has a decent chance of forming new all-time highs. Let's say it was to go down. What's that area? The 786. It's like 11.8, right? 11.8. So somewhere, let's just say 12, whatever. And it goes to new all-time highs on this chart. We're talking about a 16x minimum. And then if we were to take, again, I'm going to get this here, hold on. This, the actual, like to me, the technical high to the low. If we were to take this fib into account, you know, you could see a minimum of a $3 to an $8 move. That could happen by the end of the year. You know, something this low of a market cap, you could see an explosive move like that. It might not happen until sometime next year. It could be a year from now that something like that happens. But I would think that when you break this high at about $1.42, that you will see movements up toward $3 to $8.62, something like that. As far as $100 goes, you know, 1,000x from here, that would put you all the way up at your like 2618, between your 2618 and 2886. That's a long ways away, so hard to say for now. I can tell you that, you know, you had a lot of volume coming in off of this like big move here, so just keep that up. More volume on the way up would be very encouraging. If you type in BNC USD, you can see that it's, if it loads, it's not on Coinbase, it's not on Gemini, it's not on Binance. It is on Kraken and KuCoin, but you know it's definitely got room for some upside if there's more, you know, more exchanges take interest in this thing and they want to scoop some up for their clients. So that's always a positive kind of thing to look forward to. I really do think that it can go to new all-time highs. Let's see, man, this might be the all-time high here. This might be the actual chart to use, a better chart to use. Yeah. And look at that 0.69, it's right there around that. It's a little bit higher than the last one, but something around there. Okay, so here you're talking $21 to $96. So if and when you do break it, you know, based on this chart alone, I actually would say I do think that you have $21 in the bag by the end of this cycle, which again, from this current price, let alone from where it's going to drop to. Nope, that's not. I wasn't trying to draw this. Just trying to draw this, let alone to where it could drop to. You know, you could see at a minimum from the current price of like a 11x, almost a 12x, or is that, let me see, is that a 100x? A 10x would be 1,000. That's a 100x, right? Yes, that would be a 100x. I'm sorry, it would be a 106x to potentially a 480x, which would just be insane. So that's what the chart's saying, at least. You know, I don't know how much of these coins are going to be released. This market cap can do a 480x, but if a lot of these coins get dropped, the price might not do that. So just be aware of that. I don't know how the tokenomics for this thing work. Tokenomics aren't available. I'm not going to look into it now, but that's all I got. I do think it goes lower from here, probably around that 9.6 to, let's call it 11.8 cent zone, right? Somewhere around there. Probably does go lower than this low is my interpretation at the moment, but from there we can talk about higher highs. That's all I got for you. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.